Good evening. We are the Neutron marketing team, and tonight we will be sharing our domestic marketing plan for Oatly oat milk. It's like milk, but made for humans. Oatly was founded in the 1990s and is based on Swedish research from Lund University. The company's patented enzyme technology copies nature's own process and turns fiber-rich oats into nutritional liquid food that is perfectly designed for humans and used in oat milk, frozen dessert, and oat gurt. Oatly produced 165 million liters of product in 2019, which is almost double the amount they produced in 2018. Oatly's values of sustainability, nutritional health, and transparency is captured by their mission statement. We want to help people upgrade their lives without recklessly taxing our planet's resources. And now Albert will discuss Oatly's current marketing mix.
Thanks, Keena. I'll be covering the current marketing mix, the 4 Ps: product, price, place, and promotion. So as Keena introduced, Oatly has 3 major product lines in the United States. Their oat milk, their oat gurt, and their frozen desserts. So their oat gurt is a unique product in that there's no actual major competition that exists for it, and they have actually a first move advantage as opposed to their oat milk and frozen dessert, which does have quite a few other competitors in the market. Oatly's headquarters is located in Malmö, and their research and development is in Landskrona, both in the same country of their home country of Sweden. They market their products in retail locations such as Target and Kroger's and are available online through their Amazon store page, as well as their own website in 6-packs, providing convenient home delivery. Their products are mostly in the introduction stage of the product life cycle, so appropriately they follow a skimming pricing strategy. Their general pricing tactic is price lining across their product lines. Milks are all about the same price except for the barista edition. Comparing to whole cow's milk, Oatly is more expensive at about 8 cents per ounce as compared to 3 cents per ounce. Their promotion relies mostly on outdoor ads, as such as one of our examples below, in the form of billboards, posters in their subways of New York City, digital ads on bus stops. They also had a recent appearance on TV with their Super Bowl ad. It's like milk, but made for humans. Next slide. And even Oatly knows that their ad was a little unconventional, but at least they have a sense of humor about it. With that, I'll hand it over to Jake.
Here at Neutron Marketing, we're doing our best to focus on Oatly's best brand characteristics. Oatly has built a brand image that's focused on 3 major and prominent factors. The first is their brand is fun and it is tongue-in-cheek. They use curvy fonts, lots of vivid colors on all of their packaging. And as Albert showed in the last slide, humor is incorporated with everything they do, which is perfect for the target market of youthful and health-conscious individuals. Oatly is also building a brand of trendiness by using that youthful language, showing the raw materials on all of their packaging, and using those images to link up the important issues with the target market makes them very trendy, and we're going to focus in on that as well. Lastly, they're very honest. Everything about their packaging and their advertising shows their straightforward and upfront agenda of being healthier and being sustainable, and there's no hidden agenda. As the quote below says, they're not afraid to have a voice that talks about the controversial issues of this day, which is very important to the target market. Here's some examples of their fun advertising. You have very bold images that are outdoor, like Albert explained, lots of curvy letters, exclamation points, and using things like Instagram to connect with the target market where they're out in the cities and where they promote their brand. We're also focusing on the trendiness. As you can see, Oatly's brand image is very unique and really pops off of that grocery store shelf right there. And all of the brands you see on the other part of the slide are all competitors that have copied that sort of image because of the success and the trend-setting nature of Oatly's marketing that we will continue to grow. Lastly, they're very honest. As you can see here, Oatly shows their carbon footprint, they show their mission statement, and they show all of the unique components comprising all of their oat products, making them a really honest brand that we will continue to exemplify as we continue to grow the Oatly brand. At Neutron Marketing, we've discovered that the main problem for the brand is differentiation. There's so many companies that are mimicking what Oatly does. We have to find a way to differentiate ourselves from the Silks and the other competitors in the space. How do we do it? We grow the product line. The product mix is the most important part of Oatly becoming a larger player and becoming stronger in every market to increase market share. So by adding protein products, by adding Oatgurt, by having barista editions when we partner with Starbucks, those specialty products are what are going to differentiate us and keep our brand very strong. And with that, we'll go to Andrea.
Thanks so much, Jake. Riding the rise in popularity of plant-based milk substitutes domestically and across the globe, our marketing strategy is aimed at strengthening Oatly's position in the U.S. and will identify the brand's target market to build a competitive advantage. Typically including almond, soy, coconut, hemp, pea, and oat, the domestic plant-based milk category is recording record growth. All alternative milks can appeal to those with diet or lifestyle restrictions and cause-oriented consumers. Next slide, please. Our marketing objective is to grow Oatly's share of the U.S. market by zeroing in on segments of the population who value Oatly's core tenet of environmental sustainability combined with an interest in health and wellness. Like most plant-based food products, alternative milks are priced higher than traditional options, meaning the target market represents those with access and ability to purchase our products. Environmental sustainability is key to Oatly's mission, and it factors heavily into our decision to market to cause-oriented consumers and in terms of selecting high-profile corporate partnerships, including a recent one with Starbucks. Next slide, please. A Swedish company, Oatly has adapted its branding and packaging to grow distribution to more than 24 countries and is sold in a variety of settings, including grocery stores, food service, and cafes. In addition to adjustments made to logos and packaging, Oatly offers a variety of products to suit regional preferences and traditions. The example here is a mango-flavored product sold in Finland. The need to maintain brand and product standardization while adapting to appeal to new markets will be increasingly important as Oatly continues to grow. And with that, go ahead, Nick. Thanks.
Andrea, our team recommends a price skimming method for our pricing since Oatly is currently an innovative and premium product trying to build their brand and U.S. production capabilities. We believe once these objectives are achieved, Oatly can lower or skim their prices as they further expand their brand. From here, moving on to distribution. There we go. Our group recommends an indirect pull distribution method. This includes the help of third-party warehouses, wholesalers, and resellers to allow Oatly to focus on expanding their brand and U.S. production capabilities. Through their partnerships with Starbucks and other local cafes, our team believes that this method will greatly benefit Oatly's expansion into the U.S. alternative milk market. So our goals in communications and positioning are to increase Oatly's brand and ad awareness through focusing on Oatly's values and further emphasizing their partnerships with Starbucks and other local cafes. From here, we will go on to our budget and rationale. And since we have determined this $90 million budget from researching our promotional and media mix, which Max will explain further in the next few slides.
Thanks, Nick. So Neutron Marketing's promotional mix is consistent with that of Oatly's in the past, with roughly 60% of out-of-home marketing channels being dedicated to this. And of that 60%, over half of it goes towards our partnerships with local cafes and Starbucks in order to continue to develop those business relationships while being able to tap into that intimate customer barista relationship. And then the remainder of our promotional mix relates to media. And this goes to television advertisements, especially with nature channels like the Discovery Channel and Animal Planet, who hold similar sustainable values that resonates with Oatly. And then meanwhile, we also connect through the Food Network and the Cooking Channel, as these are channels that attract large audiences for our target demographic among the non-news and non-sport channels. We also gear this towards public display ads like billboards, as this has become the theme for Oatly that our audience has come to know for with their corgi messaging. We also position this towards larger urban areas along coastal cities. And then lastly, we have digital advertisements through social media and streaming services. And this area is also highly penetrated by our targeted demographic. So dedicating financial resources to these mediums should allow us to reach that audience from both a television and streaming line. And with these promotional media mixes, we hope to execute our marketing brand and concept mantra, which Jordan will speak to.
Thanks, Max. Yeah, so in terms of our creative concept and brand mantra, we have to evaluate the two main target markets that we have to pull consumers from. We have the traditional cow's milk users, which generally seek out cow's milk because it's what they've always known, and the health benefits, including the calcium and vitamin D within those products. In order to pull them, we got to continue that fun, trendy, and kind of cheeky thought process. And one mantra that we came up with was utterly utterless, which should provide a little bit of humor considering the interesting Super Bowl commercial that some of us may remember from Oatly. Additionally, we have the alternative milk users. These include almond milk, soy milk. Again, we do have some health benefits in relation to these particular milks, but the thing that Oatly really should focus on with relation to this particular consumer group is the sustainability. We're not using as much water or environmental resources, and with the packaging showing the carbon footprint, I think Oatly does a very good job of this. The mantra here is naturally no nuts necessary. Some of the concepts and brands that we kind of came up with on the next few slides show the fun, trendy, and cheeky nature of these, along with using these kind of regionally or in specific areas where you might find more traditional milk users and less alternative milk users, maybe in the Southeast or even in the West where alternative milks have kind of picked up. We could kind of focus more on the naturally no nuts necessary. Additionally, we have the Starbucks co-licensing agreement on the next slide, which focuses on the health and earth conscious choice. These billboards outside of those stores will encourage people to try something new. And finally, with our television and other brand advertising, we have a storyboard that kind of encompasses all of these users.
Thanks, Jordan. Using our proposed marketing plan, we anticipate Oatly will be able to continue strengthening their presence in the alternative milk market while continuing to aggressively pursue domestic market share growth. Remember, no nuts, no gluten, no dairy, no, whatever. Thank you.